So welcome to Beyond the Things Written. For today, I thought I'd address a comment I had from some of the folks commenting on the various videos. Just to make a note, I don't actually comment on the videos. We're a team here. Other people usually comment on it, but occasionally I will comment, and I'll put my abbreviation. I'll put LAS in so you know that you're actually talking to me. But other people usually handle the comments. But one of the comments came in and talked about how very little there is in the Bible from one of the videos that we did, and commented, well, what really did Jehovah's Witnesses teach that is in the Bible? And that got me thinking. That's a good question. And I started thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. And I was like, no. For instance, let's go through some of them. The congregation, the way it's organized, is that in the Bible? No. The way the meetings are held, is that in the Bible? No. The way that they have good news, is that in the Bible? 1914, 19, no, that's not in the Bible. Their baptism, not in the Bible. The way their hierarchy is, Bethel's, conventions, that's not in the Bible. A governing body, a 2/3 majority vote, that's not in the Bible. You wake up every day, you're going to get time in service. Christians would have had no idea what you're talking about. Making it your goal to full-time service, be a pioneer, that's not in the Bible. None of that's in the Bible. Making a comment at the meeting, that's not in the Bible. Reading and family study, how could that possibly be? 95% of the population couldn't read in the Roman times in the first century. You're not having a book study where you're reading and answering. People couldn't read. The whole culture doesn't exist in the first century that if you took a Jehovah's Witness, they'd be completely confounded by the fact that the Christian has no idea what you're talking about. Abraham's going to be resurrected and you're going to give him, here, Abraham, here's a number 4 talk for you, or here's a public talk for Sunday. And they have even like little pictures now where they're like, you know, with a pointer and watching TV and instructing Joshua and stuff like, you know, 1919, so true worship was restored. And in a convention in 1922, and you got to teach Abraham and Jacob and Joseph. Oh, this is just this rigmarole of Jehovah's Witness history of the 19th and 20th, 21st century. So no, none of that is in the Bible. You didn't wake up in the first century, oh, I got to get my time in. I hope I'm going to pioneer. I got the CEO visit. I got a part at the meeting. I got to come up with an experience. I got a judicial committee. I got a reinstatement committee. None of that's in the Bible. None of it. Oh, but the Trinities and things like that. Well, they weren't talking about the Trinity in the first century. We weren't talking about Trinity, hellfire, any of that. That's later on. So it's not in the Bible. People later on were arguing whether it was in the Bible or not, but there's no evidence that Christians were arguing it. So that's not in the Bible. So it's an interesting exercise when you really get down to it. What is it that Jehovah's Witnesses do, believe, and practice that is similar or is biblical? And I could come up with 3 things. See if you can come up with any others. Make a comment. They called each other evidently in the first century brother and sister. They evidently addressed each other as brother and sister. And Jehovah's Witnesses do that. They call each other brother and sister. So that would be biblical. Another would be testimonies, even though they don't call them testimonies, where you describe how you came into the faith, right? How it happened. That evidently is in the Bible as well. Right, we have these testimonies, particularly of Paul. And then we also have letters and greetings. And that does happen in Jehovah's Witness congregations or churches, the same word. They would get greetings. Like you look at Romans, well, almost all Paul's books, he's got greetings, but particularly in Romans, he's got a real huge one there at the end. So greetings. So that's what I got. Brothers and sisters, testimonies and greetings. About anything else, service time, service meeting, theocratic school, or whatever they have now, public meeting. That's not in the Bible. None of that's in the Bible. Conventions, COs, DOs, regional conventions. None of that's in the Bible. Reading or Watchtower. I couldn't read. Nothing to do with reading would have been in there. And in fact, of course, there's much more in the Bible that happens that doesn't happen, but that's for other videos. So thanks for your comments. I've been enjoying them, whether you agree or not agree. Our purpose is not to be critical, but to be an upbuild to each other. So we'll see you next time on Beyond the Things Written.